Hi, and welcome to my show. Let's get to it. I've seen in a press conference today where they were talking about the War Powers Act. And I thought to myself, I've heard this before. And I knew it had something to do with President and declaring war and what Congress's role, but I didn't understand it. So here, I'm going to explain it to you the way I see it and the way I've read it. Most Americans have no idea that the president can legally send troops to war without Congress approving it. That's where the War Powers Act comes in and is one of the most controversial laws in America. In 1973, Congress passed a law after the Vietnam War to stop the presidents from dragging us into endless wars without their permission. It says the president has to notify Congress within 48 hours of sending troops into combat. And he can only keep them there for 60 days without approval. After that, he has 30 days to bring them home. If he sends them into combat, he's not just going to say, okay, you got 48 hours, dudes, to get in there and kick their ass and get the hell out. So once he actually sends them in there, he's actually committed. But now, if they bring it up, they go, if he's challenged, and they say, hey, you can't do this without our approval, he does have to seek their approval or bring them home. So theoretically, he can send them in there for 60 days. Congress can bitch all they want, and there's nothing they can do because he's got 60 days without approval. But here's the crazy part. Almost every single president since 1973, both Democratic and Republican, have said this law is unconstitutional and have either ignored it or worked around it. So, what's work around it? It's simple. I didn't bring them back. I didn't notify you within 48 hours. So now I could only keep them there 60 days. So, I got 60 days, which is 2 months before I have to actually go back in the Congress and say, okay, dudes, we've been in there 60-day fighting. We've lost a lot of guys. We've killed a lot of guys. We're making America proud again. What should I do? And then at that point, Congress could say, no, we don't want this war. And tell us we have 30 days. We got to bring them back. So here's the debate part. Critics, including constitutional scholars, say it's unconstitutional because it interferes with the president's authority as commander-in-chief. And I kind of agree with that, but I'm not important. Supporters say it is constitutional because Congress controls the funding and has the power to declare war. So they can set rules around military action. But the reality check? No president has ever fully accepted it as binding. And no court has definitely ruled on whether it's constitutional or not. Presidents from both parties have ignored parts of it. So it's weird, and it is a gray area, and it's been on the book for 50 years. But its constitutionality has never clearly been set or settled. It may never be. It might be. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So can the president send troops in for 60 days? Yes. Can Congress interfere? Yes. By telling him he's got 60 days to bring them home. So it is kind of screwy. But I do agree with the part that if the commander-in-chief, which is the president, sends the troops in, I don't think that Congress should be the ones that say, you can't do that. Because if at that point, if they are, then you mean to tell me that they're more stronger influence than the President of the United States? I know that he has to answer to certain things that goes on, and I understand the part of you don't want a rogue president to go nuts and keep us in long wars. So it's kind of a nifty thing, but that's my story anyway, and I hope that clarifies some of it. Talk to you later.